Now, our intention in teaching orientation mobility is to provide our students with the skills and abilities to allow them to fully realize a level of independence to match their potential. Now, this means that O&M is individual in nature, with each student having their own goals based on their aptitudes and abilities. Now, not all students will become independent travelers, able to negotiate the streets of Taipei, Kaohsiung, or Tainan. Many students will realize as their goal the ability to travel within their own immediate environment, traveling to the neighborhood store or to a friend's house. It's up to you and the student to decide the appropriate goals of instruction. You also select as another goal the building within the student of a level of confidence that will allow the student to realize their goal. This requires intentional teaching strategies and lesson structuring by the instructor. Now, first, it is important that early in the instructional process, an adequate level of trust and respect develop between the teacher and the student. Second, the sequence presented in both the book and this videotape is intended to move the student from simple to complex activities. Now, the student moves from the less complicated human guide skills and builds concepts of orientation. Now, subsequently, the student learns to use the cane and apply the basic principles of indoor travel. The student then moves to the residential area, developing more advanced skills, finally moving into the inner city. Now, each skill builds upon the preceding one. The student's confidence and skills are established through a series of accomplishments. Now, because of this success-oriented strategy, it is important that the instructor not move the student into the next instructional area until an acceptable level of proficiency is achieved. Now, finally, let me say that we have only used Taipei and Sichuan as a backdrop to illustrate the techniques and methods of orientation and mobility. We hope that both you and your students will see that the skills can be generalized to other cities, such as Hsinchu, Kaohsiung, Taichung, and Tainan, among others. Now, let me briefly introduce the concept of orientation and mobility. Orientation is generally defined as the process of establishing and maintaining one's position in relationship to relevant features of the environment, while mobility is defined as the capacity, readiness, and facility to move about one's environment, as opposed to reading or sitting or turning place. Now, for the person who is blind, both these skills are so related that according to Hill and Ponder, that in order to be an efficient traveler, one must be proficient in both areas. Now, throughout the videotape and the book, you will learn many new concepts and methods. I hope that you will find that these skills are effective in assisting your students to realize their mobility goals.